So intelligence can be a ton of things. So in order to kind of narrow this down even more, as any good scientist does, we're going to turn to Reddit. So Reddit was asked how you define intelligence, and here are just a couple handpicked responses. So one Redditor says that to me, it's critical thinking. That's the important thing. I don't care about whether or not you arrive at the correct answer, but how you got there is important. Another says you need to have the ability to empathize with others. That'd be a higher level of intelligence. Being able to turn knowledge into transferable knowledge, so being able to apply it in a new situation. Or maybe it's the ability to learn something that wasn't previously known, no matter what it is. So, as you can kind of see, and maybe as you were thinking about this yourself, there isn't really a clear cut definition for what intelligence actually is. Even among psychologists and people who study intelligence, the definition isn't completely clear. But we're going to try anyway. So I'm going to list off some things kind of from your book that describe what intelligence kind of aims to get at. So intelligence is the ability to, one, understand complex ideas. So be able to kind of work your way through some complicated maze of a concept and to be able to get out of it on the other side, to understand what it's talking about. To be able to adapt effectively to the environment, so modifying your behavior depending on what circumstances you're in. Being able to learn from experience. So this is, taking the mistakes you've made in the past and updating and getting better from them. Engaging in reasoning, so being able to kind of problem solve and reason your way to an answer. And lastly, to be able to overcome obstacles. So to be able to work out an idea or a solution that gets you past some barrier. Again, this is all very broad, but let's take a deeper look at some of these ideas. And as we're doing this, you may notice this is a quote that I found from my psychologist in 1997. Intelligence is not merely book learning, a narrow academic skill, or being able to test take well. Rather, it reflects a broader and deeper capability for comprehending our surroundings. So, for instance, things like catching on or making sense of things or figuring out what to do. Those types of actions are kind of what people think intelligence is. But again, even those things are kind of vague and hard to exactly like pinpoint and measure.